Okay, so abundance program is a model, and as a model, it is not a fixed set of guidelines, but so abundance program is a model, and as a model, it doesn't have a fixed set of guidelines, but it does have inalienable principles that are the criteria that recognizes or indicates one's participation in it. The inalienable principles that guide abundance program are abundance and solidarity in opposition to scarcity and selfishness. So abundance and solidarity and care and respect for the earth and all living beings. That means doing the best we can to secure the highest living standards, wholesome life for everyone in the planet as much as we can. So as humans we do have our techniques, knowledge, resources, technology, and public will, and even the will among many in the elite. We have all the elements required to create a civilization that is much more sustainable, egalitarian, inclusive, progressive, and that can solve most of the most pressing issues we face. Not only that, we can definitely give rise to such an epic time in world history that perhaps has never been seen before. How gracious, how complete it can be. So abundance program is divided in a few different areas or fractals, and there would be among the major sectors of society, say education, healthcare, or security, energy, infrastructure, water and wastewater management, management, and others like that. The main pillars of society and what makes society or humanity run, the machinery runs smoothly, meaning where people can have access to all sorts of things that make life desirable, not only desirable but a very pleasant and complete experience. So for some people it will be more on the technology side, for other people it can be more on the environmental side, or arts and all sorts of knowledge. For some people it can be a simple life in nature, producing, on a family scale. The the core idea is that everyone must be given all support to live and do what they love as a service to the community or as a contribution to the community. And everyone doing that in a systemic way of public administration and of market practices and financial practices, etc. We can definitely secure a great leap forward in terms of how civilization can exist. We as humans can create definitely heaven on earth, or a paradisiac experience for everyone. And those who are going to be pivotal or crucial contributors to these events will definitely uphold great appreciation from most of the planet, and therefore, if those who still linger to do whatever they can to retain their power or influence or wealth, they linger to this kind of approach or posture, we can also accommodate for that, because if you are an agent of great epic transformation for the good, then definitely there will be the appreciation being back, and also because of the way it's done, impact business and impact investment. There is every chance that those who have wealth will continue having plenty of wealth and quite a strong, much stronger predominance in society in terms of good fame and all that. Through these methods, so the transition can be quite smooth, and we are most willing to try and accommodate everyone's interests and help transitioning into new practices. Now, in terms of economy, we're talking about a new economic system that will be the economic tripod. And that is a combination of three main elements, which is the marketplace, a financial structure, which would include the bank and currency, and a convergence multi-platform, which is an investment platform intertwined with the projects and professionals platform, operating all of the three legs together in a major economic architecture. So the marketplace would only trade ethical goods and services, and utilize quite state-of-the-art means of logistics and all that is related to a marketplace. Then the convergence multi-platform will have the investments being matched with the needs of the people. So a bit complex to say in an overview, but suffice to say that it will be interconnected to the marketplace and to the financial system that will be extremely client-friendly, wherein the microcredit that comes together with consultancy and advisory and all supports for enterprises to progress. And these are elements from the economic tripod. More will be out soon. The economic tripod itself will be out soon enough to be able to know more about it. Now, in terms of education, we are talking about an academy for interdisciplinary mastery, a place where people can learn from all sorts of disciplines, all sorts of lines of thought, knowledge, and practices. So to complete their existence in every way, so you are not obliged to follow a predetermined structure of knowledge, of pedagogy. Say, you choose your own grid, so self-taught, self-composed education, and at the same time you have a support to be able to better understand from an outside perspective, from say guides or monitors, what kind of choices are you taking and what kind of directions could be taking you, and maybe what other options could be also desirable that you could have a look into and ponder whether you should choose some of them as well. So what we mean to say is the Session Academy would allow for complete autonomy in terms of self-capacity, skill building, capacity building, and at the same time provide all sorts of guidance that could be helpful if the person judges them so and accepts during their path, in terms of supporting, understanding better what sorts of knowledge could be also of interest for them to go into. So that's for the Academy of Interdisciplinary Mastery. And then you have the School for Integral Development, which would be more concerned with the complete self-development in terms of psychology and diet and healing and meditation and understanding better about how the alchemy of life happens and how to better live with it and interact. Then we have the green industrial technological areas, or these places or this sector where we have technology being constantly being R&D happening for further venturing into the limits of knowledge and human capacity in terms of technology as well, and also using and connecting with ancient technologies from all sorts of cultures and testing the applications, the applicability of mixed ancient and modern, cutting edge technologies with the different also sectors of knowledge and human life. All of these sectors would be interacting all the time, so you can only fathom, a bit below the surface perhaps where this could be going. But the good thing is that when you have an atmosphere of abundance and solidarity with a goodwill in a cooperative manner relating to the world society, keeping trade, keeping good relations and partnerships cross-sector around the world, then we're talking about something that it's like a very positive presence in the planet, something that a kind of movement that unifies us who believe and live the principles of making this world a better place through our thoughts, words and actions, and working together to bring all of us in one family, because we are already this family. We already recognize each other as those of goodwill, people who try to make the world better, or at least by living, trying to be a better person every day. None of us are perfect, but we all try to be better every day and learn from our mistakes and our successes, and from others' mistakes and successes as well. And that's very much what it is also. It's about understanding what works in terms of also the major structure of society, and using those working mechanisms in a concerted manner, intelligent manner, applying the whole of society. We can talk about security, we can talk about sports, we can talk about energy production, food production, and so many fields also of society, and I guess we would be doing that also. We have to, and there is much there also, but it will become very long video. But in any way, I am very glad to announce that abundance program is flowing, and it's not the name even. It doesn't have to be this name. It's just a principle. Abundance and solidarity is a principle, but the flow of the shift into a very beautiful civilization has already started, and let's try and support and join, and make it happen, because it's only when we are together. This is a solution for the whole planet. Requires everyone in the planet to join, sooner or later. And the sooner you join, the more benefits you reap, the more benefits you share, and the sooner also the global shift will happen. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a person of goodwill, and we want to do everything we can to help you discharge your mission in the best way possible, and however we can support in that way. So that's why this global network, talking about a fraternity, a family united by the human blood, so by blood, and by the love that is my heart, and also by legacy, because we've been on this planet, learning from the planet in different ways, in different cultures. And if we can just learn how to, we already learned, so we are already respecting each other and already communicating. There is much happening in that direction. We are taking a step forward, so this is part of the stepping forward. Thank you.